On our recent road trip in the Bentley, our boss Steve fancied a spin in the Turbo R. We happily gave him the keys, given the rare and fascinating car that we got in return.
So the eclectic mix of vehicles on this Petrolheads Tour 2021 continues with a Saab Sonett.
A Saab Sonett 3, no less. This belongs to our boss Steve, who's taken the keys to our Bentley Turbo R and said, there you go boys, knock yourselves out. And what he's left us with is a left-hand drive car, by far and away the least powerful of the convoy, with what, 70 horsepower?
65 brake horsepower,
65 horsepower.
Ford V4 engine, because this is a Sonett 3.
Which does sound
Actually
glorious.
sounds tremendous.
Sounds excellent.
So what we basically have is a little glass fibre coupe, two-seater, with a glass rear hatch.
And as you can probably tell, left-hand drive, because this is an import of... Actually, I don't know what origin. I don't know where this car came from.
Well, they're Swedish, but for the American market. So in the 50s, they built a couple of prototype Sonett 1s. Then they brought out the Sonett 2, 1966, I think, and that was a two-stroke. Right. But then after a year, they didn't build so many. After a year, they moved over to the V4, and by the time the 3 came along, they were all V4. So basically, same as contemporary Saab 96,
Lovely.
Mechanically. But much lighter, glass fibre.
Sports car.
And very, very yellow.
The paint is incredible. And the other thing is we've got a slightly slippy clutch. And when I say slightly slippy, I mean it's...
So that's big revs, but not a lot of progress, isn't it?
No, it sounds like it's going 1,000,000 miles an hour, which makes it very exciting.
It does sound amazing.
And it's one of those cars where no one knows what it is.
Well, actually, I did. I have to
knew what it
confess,
was.
because when I went to primary school in a like bring and buy sale, they had a book called The Saab Way. Get it? The Saab Way. And I had that book, and it had all the Sonnets in. And I remember seeing the Sonett, and a lot of them had these sort of sidewinder stripes, a bit like a Mini 1275 GT.
Oh, yes,
so Steve is actually looking to put those on here. It's very minimalist, isn't it? It's got this lovely slender seats in kind of a Ferrari biscuit kind of effect.
It's really nice, actually,
Yeah.
I have to say. I'd love to be able to tell you about its torque characteristics or how revvy it is or how eager it is. All I can tell you is that this one is... It's not applying all of its power to the road, that's for sure.
There's maybe some oil on the clutch plate or something. This is a 1970 car, so it's a really early 3. I think they only run to about 73, 74.
They didn't run for very long. They didn't sell very many, did they?
No. But that just makes it more unique.
That's why people love it, because you park this up somewhere and you get some people going, oh my god, a Saab Sonett, and then you get a lot more people going, what's that? What is that? Because it doesn't look like a Saab.
No, they're a quick top end as well because of the weight. Obviously fairly slick. They're a fast car.
Sure. The steering, obviously non-power assisted because it's a 1970 car, but it's nice and darty. You can actually, that's minimal effort to put the front end where you like, and it's nicely weighted once you're up and together. Really nice, I have to say.
So we're now on our way up to the famous Cat and Fiddle here in Derbyshire, so we're looking forward to that. Hopefully we won't encounter too many steep hills, otherwise that clutch might suffer a bit more. But
well, it's not very heavy, so if you do have to get out and push.
Yeah, if we can hand it back with some clutch, that might be good.
I don't smell anything yet, we'll be fine. Gear change, all joking aside, the gear change itself is really nice. It's really snicky and direct.
I think this car is going to be a lot of fun.
Yep, that is one beautiful looking Saab Sonett, but not going anywhere.
On a grass verge. So the clutch started slipping yesterday apparently, and we took over.
It was at the point it would do 50 or 55 if you pushed it, then it went down to about 40, and then 35, and then we had some hills, and then 20 miles an hour on what you might be able to tell is an incline became difficult to the point where it then conked out there, and we had to push it up onto this verge. Long story short, it's not gone well.
No, a big yellow taxi coming to pick up our small yellow car.
Still, at least we were getting plenty of pictures of the others having fun in our Bentley. But just 4 hours later, we got a tow to safer ground, and the stricken Saab was loaded onto a flatbed. The truck drove us and the Sonett to that night's hotel, where we were only too happy to give Steve his keys back. Few people can say they've driven a Saab Sonett. Fewer still can say they've driven their boss's Saab Sonett, and pretty much nobody can say that they've broken down in their boss's Saab Sonett. So, every cloud and all that.